Hey, Vicki, Chris Daniel here. First of all, thank you so much for reaching out. I'm out here in the yard. I got to do some guy stuff today. I've been in boot camps the last 2 weeks facilitating boot camp. So today is a guy day. Now, look, to answer your question, you had a very, very good question. You said you've read Lehman's questions, you've gone over PMBOK stuff, you've gone over all the head first, all these other sources for PMP questions, right? You're getting 80 to 85, but you're struggling on the situational question. So I'm going to give you a word of advice. All right. When you're looking at PMP experts, only look at three. Now, why do I say three? I don't care which three. Only look at three. Why three? Because the more you search, the more you'll find. And we all have our different perspective on it. So here's what I recommend. Number one, it should be PMBOK as a source. Number two, you take your pick between Head First, Rita Mulcahy, and Andy Crow, and anybody else out there doing PMP. And with that being said, this is how you should study. All right. So if you recently took a boot camp, do me a favor. All right. Go back through your boot camp notes. All right. If it's been a while since you've taken a boot camp, while meaning more than like 45 days, then here's what I want you to do. I want you to take 4 weeks, 4 solid weeks, and I want you to follow my study plan. Now, you can just hop online on my website, bookchrisdaniel.com, if you want to, and jump in our 4-week follow-up program. All right. It's a guided study course. It's 4 weeks. I take you guys week by week on what you should be studying. And between 4 and 6 weeks, you guys should be ready to take and pass that exam on the first or next try. If that's not an option for you and you have to self-study, let me tell you how to do it after a boot camp. Over the next 4 weeks, I want you to study one process group at a time. All right. I know there are 5. But initiating and closing are small, and it shouldn't take you a long time to study those, okay? I want you to study down the column, one at a time, okay? One process group at a time, one box at a time on the chart from the PMBOK page 61. Let's go one column at a time from left to right all the way across. At the end of every week, I want you to take a full-length practice exam. That's 200 questions. Yes, that's 4 hours. I want you to simulate the exam, all right? On the first week, I don't care about your score. I want you not to let your score discourage you. You're going to look at your score. You're going to read the justifications from the ones you got right. You're going to make flashcards from the justifications from the ones you missed. Most people score anywhere from 25 to 50 on that first one, and it's okay. It's just the baseline for us to see where we are. All right. After week 2, planning is probably going to take you all of week 2. Okay. After week 2, you're going to take another full length. All right. Week 3, you're going to take another full length. Okay. By that last week, your scores all around should be anywhere from 60 to 80%. Now, why do I tell you this when you've done it? Because you piecemealed it and you haven't had the full experience. All right. The thing you need to do is sit and take the full thing. There are no shortcuts. I wish there were. This is a lifetime certification. So we got to put the work in from that. Now, with that being said, I want to give you one more piece of advice, and this comes from my students. When asked this same exact question to my students, they say, Head First and Andy Crow's books are like the easiest to study. Rita Mulcahy, he is one of the most difficult, and by far the PMBOK is unreadable. All right, this is what they say. So what I do recommend, though, is the other thing they say. They say Rita has the best situational questions to study. All right, shout out to Rita. I can't give any endorsement either way. However, this is what my students say. They say, they love Andy Crow's questions as far as content terminology questions. They love Head First, mind maps and the graphics, but they really like Rita's questions for the situational practice questions, okay? So I hope this helps. Best of luck. Look, hop on our 4-week follow-up program if you can. I guide you guys through all these tough things, and we talk about how to break these questions down. Sorry. The last thing I want to tell you. On those situational questions, do me a favor. Read the question twice. Read all the answers twice. As a matter of fact, read the answers first, twice. Then read the last sentence of the question, all right? Then read the entire question. That may help. Okay, let me say it again. Read all the answers, A, B, C, and D. Read that twice. read the last sentence of that question, because that's usually what the question is really asking you, and then read the situation and then try your best to answer it. Do process of elimination if you have to, but practice, 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 and then do some full length exams so we can see where you really are. I want to set you up for success. So thank you so much for asking the question. Feel free to reach out. You know how to get me at bookchrisdaniel.com, or you can find me at Consulting Jeans on Instagram, Twitter, and obviously you found my YouTube. So thanks a lot. I got to go back to raking leaves. So talk to you soon.